Well, that is the first clip in a month, and it's the 50% drop rate increase for the boss that I can't do yet because Baldur's Gate 3 is a wildly addictive game. It's just great. But I'm still here for RuneScape, and I fully intend to keep the series going. I just need one last run. For Christmas, I streamed Violet is Blue and Violet is Blue 2 to a very small audience, but I had a blast doing those quests. They're so wholesome, and I'm obsessed with this artwork. Whoever drew the Violet is Blue 2 artwork is a genius. And back to Barrows. Let's see if we can get that Amulet of the Forsaken. 60 chests in, no amulet yet, and it looks like this is about 11 chests an hour. And the drop rate for the amulet is unknown, so I have no clue how long this is going to take, but it would be such a good upgrade that I'm just going to keep at it. Apparently, it's not going to take very long. 64 chests, that is a massive upgrade, extra prayer bonus, and 30 extra damage for each style over the desert amulet. Actually beautiful. No more barrows for me. That changes my plans now. How many more boss kills do we need? We need 39 more kills before we get the Altar of War for prayer restoration. I think I know how we're gonna get those, but we're gonna need a few upgrades before we try. Mainly, we're gonna need much better weapons, so let's go questing. We need to complete Ghosts Ahoy to meet a certain necromancer named Gregorovic, who plays a role in the recently released necromancy questline and skill. That necromancy quest is the real one that we want to complete, so that we have access to our tier 70 necromancy weapons, which are going to be a gargantuan upgrade. And now that I have the items, I have to go cook dinner. I'll be back. This is going well. Ghost Ahoy is complete. I used coercion to force a ghost to stop forcing ghosts to stick around, and now I'm going to go cook dinner again. Let's see if the pattern continues, shall we? Hey, I actually came back this time. Time to prep for Vessel of the Harbinger. I need all this stuff. Got it. Quest complete. Now we can work on getting tier 70 weapons finally. Just kidding. I forgot we also need to do the Spirit of War, which requires the big 3,000 souls in the vessel. How many do I actually have? Only 824. I need 3,000, but 4,500 souls would also do really well to get those extra perks. Maybe I could also go for the 8,500 and 80 necromancy. That'd be a massive boost in power before trying to take on my next boss drop, which would be super helpful. I think that's gonna be my next goal, which means I'm gonna need to AFK a crap load. I need bones, I need time, and I need to play on mobile while I play Baldur's Gate 3. It looks like if I use Dragon Bones, it'll take less than 850 communions to get to 8,500 souls, so maybe I should just send it and pick up 800 more Dragon Bones. That'd likely save me a ton of time on rituals. I'm gonna put that on my to-do list for tomorrow, and tonight I'm gonna go AFK on my phone while playing some Baldur's Gate to make all the lesser necroplasm that I'm gonna need. I'll be back. Part of doing these rituals is gathering all of the ink, which I can't use the Tome of to do because it teleports my ashes directly to the bank, which I can't store stuff in, so here I am. Burning 15 oak logs at a time, picking up the ashes, and banknoting them while the next logs burn. This is an oddly satisfying and stressful method of gathering ashes. There's the 800 ashes I need. I'm gonna go pick up these last few ashes and then get started on making the inks that I need. Here is how I set up my bank preset to make this faster. Remember, my rules for this Ultimate Ironman account are very simple. I cannot store stuff in the bank, but I can use it for bank presets. This is Easy Escape after all. To read the full rule set, chat with me about this account, or theorycraft your own fun Snowflake or Ultimate Ironman account, join my Discord in the description. Right now I've got some good Baldur's Gate 3 and ESO chats going on, but I'd love to have some fellow RS3 players join in. Cool, let's start with 500. Time for another crap load of rituals. Here we go. So I think the inks are done, but my note here says I need about 200 more regular inks, so I may have to collect more ashes in the future. We're gonna find out, but this should get me through a huge number of Dragonbone Communion rituals. I'll see you guys after a load of AFKing. At the very least, I have to use up all of these inks because I have no means of storing them, and they're a pain to gather, so I'm committed. Here we go. I did the math really quick, and it looks like I could end up at 80 plus necro from this if I just do a few of the distractions during the rituals. That is crazy and is actually going to be a huge buff for the next big combat grind, but it's going to add another big AFK grind in between because I'm going to need 75 mining and smithing to make tier 80 weapons. That is enough. I don't think I'm going to take Command Vengeful Ghost or Command Zombie yet. The zombie I don't need to explode right now and would rather just summon and forget it. The ghost eats a lot of adrenaline as well, so I'm not quite sure I want it just yet. It's a DPS increase, but I don't know if it's enough for the adrenaline cost. We'll see how I feel at our next big boss challenge, but now it is time to finally go vroom. I'm just gonna put a sound effect there. Here we go, the moment of truth. Boom, story mode and real mode killed. The kill time was horrible, but that's nothing compared to the grind we are gonna set out on soon. I cleared out the rewards from her mod, and now it's time to give you a small preview of the next big grind. Next episode, we are on the hunt for tier 70 and then tier 80 necromancy weapons, a much quicker upgrade, and the first kills at 5 mechanics. I am gonna need a lot more damage to push through that 350k health. I'll see you all in the next excuse.